Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer. Let's throw up the field for the feature race at Del Mar on Saturday. Race number 8, 1 mile on the turf, 3-year-olds. The $75,000 Let It Ride Stakes. This is a restricted event. Again, it's carded as race number 8. The number 5, Bob and Jackie, are 5-2 morning line favorite, despite having not raced this year at all. It is an extremely long layoff, and he might have to deal with a fast pace, according to the Timeform US pace projector, which has the 5, Bob and Jackie, stretch out sprinter, the 6, Carnivorous, and the 4, Golden Birthday, up close to the pace. I guess of those 3, I think Golden Birthday might be the first to back out.
I think so, too. I'm also wondering what we'll get from Carnivorous, because I know he has speed, Dan. I don't know if he's a horse who necessarily wants to be sending out for the front here. We'll see how this pace plays out. I don't know if I agree with that pace projector or not.
Well, if this pace projector is correct, it would benefit the number 1, Proud Pedro, 7-2 on the morning line. Rafael Bejarano, Leonard Powell. Let's watch his most recent race. He's going to finish 3rd in his first start against winners. This race back on June the 21st, and he's pretty far out of it. This horse is not a really great gate horse. You're going to see him eventually edge up into 3rd. This is a good field of horses he's in against, though, Mike. Knoll Day, Contagion, they're sharp. Proud Pedro has to deal with a little bit of a layoff. He has to deal with his lingering gait issues, but if the pace is fast, I think he'll come running.
Yeah, he'll want a little bit of pace in front of him, but I agree with you. I think he's a contender in this race. That was not a bad effort at all that we just watched. His maiden win prior to that, I thought that was a pretty good effort, too. He feels like a 3-year-old with some upside.
Dueling, the number 2, might be most famous for being favored over Game Winner in a maiden special weight at Del Mar on the dirt last year, back in August the 18th. He ended up winning his maiden at Santa Anita, then thrown to the Wolves in the BC Juvenile, the Low Sal Futurity. He finally got a win on dirt last time out at Fresno. Interesting to see what he does on the turf first time out. I think he probably catches the right field. I think he fits from a class standpoint, and the price might be right.
Yeah, I can't argue with any of that stuff. I don't know if this is a desperation move or not for this horse switching surfaces like this, but I like him as a dirt horse. I've always been a little bit of a fan of his, Dan. He's got some talent, and there is some turf pedigree here. You know, the violence, I prefer him as a dirt sider, but his horses can handle just about anything, and there's some turf on the bottom.
Ocean Fury, the number 3, ran right by Golden Birthday. 2 starts back in that allowance race. That trip really worked out for Bejarano, where for a second it looked like it wasn't going to. He was sort of in mid-pack down towards the inside. A hole opened up in the 2-path. He shot on through, blasted past Golden Birthday. Little green with his lead changes in the stretch, but you can't argue with that 93 buyer. Maybe in a little bit too tough in the Twilight Derby.
Yeah, I guess he was just in a little too tough last time. He did look good winning 2 back. It's a race that sort of stands out in his PPs right now. We'll see if he can back it up in this race. Again, he's another horse who, a little pace would help him, but he doesn't need to be that far away. He might land in a nice trip here.
Couldn't find the excuse for Golden Birthday when Ocean Fury beat him. He was sort of towing Ocean Fury into the race. He was in the pocket. The rail opened up. He shot on through. Ocean Fury followed, and then Ocean Fury settled it very quickly. I know his win 2 starts back came on the lead. I doubt he's going to get the lead in here, and that race was against Calbreds.
Yeah, he seems like a horse who's got something to prove against horses like this. This might be a little tough for this horse.
Bob and Jackie did some very good things as a 2-year-old. He ran Beyer speed figures of 80 and 79 at 2. Now you would assume he's more mature, but he also is dealing with about an 11-month layoff. Let's watch the Eddie Logan Stakes for 2-year-olds last year. He took no prisoners. He battled on the pace on the outside early. He took over the lead. He's down on the inside. This field maybe wasn't the strongest in the world, but I like the way he turns back this runner-up in the last 150 yards or so. He had some bone issues that caused him to miss all this time, but I trust Richard Baltus to get a horse back off of a long layoff. And if Bob and Jackie could just take a minor step forward off his 2-year-old form, he's going to be a handful in here.
I agree. I think all in all, they found a good spot to bring him back. And listen, maybe he'll need a race off the layoff, and none of this will matter. But he just looks like a good horse to me. I really like that win we just watched. I realized that Omaha Beach is more of a dirt horse, and at that time, he was having trouble passing horses. But that was a quality win for this horse breaking his maiden.
Carnivorous, the number 6, has done some very good things. He's won 5 times in his career. He won twice at Del Mar during the summer meet, and his most recent win has made it 3 out of his last 4. Let's take a look at this race. Carnivorous is behind horses. He is chomping at the bit, looking for a place to run. You can't even see Carnivorous right now. Now he's looking to get some room. He's going to ease to the outside. Is he going to split horses? Yes, he is. And now Carnivorous eats up the ground. The question is, was this a hungry field?
Yeah. Can you throw another punt in there? I don't think he used enough. It was only a 5.5 furlong race. I think this horse ran really well in there, though. I mean, easily the race he could have lost anyway. I don't think the stretch out affects him at all. He's got plenty of races to make him a contender right here.
And he has tactical speed. I don't think he needs to be going guns blazing despite the stretch out in distance. He has rated comfortably. I think the plan's going to be from Mario Gutierrez. Let Bob and Jackie go. Don't let him get too far away. But maybe the layoff, he'll feel the effects of it in the stretch. And if we're sitting close, we get the jump on the true closers, like a Proud Pedro down towards the inside. That might be the right trip. Carnivorous, dangerous, stretching out. Gotta love a horse that likes to win. He's got 5 lifetime wins. But we believe in Bob and Jackie. It's kind of we believe in Baltus and Bob and Jackie, considering this long layoff. He's our top pick. I went 5-4-6-3. You went 5-2-6-4.
Yeah, I like Bob and Jackie. And I threw Dueling in there just because I'm a fan of his, and I thought maybe he'd get a little lost in the shuffle here. He's a horse I do think has talent, and there's a little bit of turf in his pedigree.
It's the feature race at Del Mar on Saturday, race number 8, the Let It Ride Stakes, a restricted event for 3-year-olds with an approximate post time of 4 o'clock Pacific. Good luck.